Welcome to the Debbie and Kim Show.
Real people, real talk.
From challenges to wisdom.
wisdom. Conversations that heal, inspire,
and empower. I think we're off, but that's okay. We can be off.
That's okay. That's why, because we're real people.
Yes. We're not AI.
I'm so glad to be able to have you here, even though you're not here next to me. You're here, and I'm loving it. So tell us about,
how was your week? Tell us about your week. What's happening over in Mesa? Oh, no, you're in Chandler. What's going on in Chandler?
Yeah. Lots going on here. So by the time everybody hears this, it will have happened, but there's going to be a Field of Hope ceremony. Have you ever heard of Field of Hope?
No.
It is to bring awareness to child abuse and how many children are lost to child abuse. And this is a place called the organization's called the Exchange Club of America, in cooperation with the Commission on Domestic Violence. They are hosting this and honoring those lives. And I bring it up because I will be their speaker.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
For the event.
Congratulations.
So, been working on that. And so many other things, wonderful things going on. Whew.
That you got to step back and take a breath, deep breath.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So many wonderful things. But all good. I have been busy. I've been putting out posts, both Rich and I, on he's doing gut and digestion, which is a big deal.
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody is dealing with something in their, even people who eat healthy may still have problems with digestion. So he's letting people know that so he can be available to help them. And I've been helping people or putting it out so let people know who are struggling with relationship challenges that there's help.
Yeah. There's help for your gut and there's help for your relationship. And sometimes when you're having relationship issues, it does affect your gut. And all of it is connected.
There's a tie in there.
All of it is connected. Yeah.
So we stay in our lane.
Yeah.
So tell us about Mexico, and specifically you are in the Baja Mexico area. Cielito. Is that correct? Cielito?
Yes.
So
and thank you for pronouncing it because
journey.
I've been trying to pronounce it since I've been down here.
Say it.
Cielito Lindo. Did I say it right?
Yes, we did.
So how I came here is by way of my fiancé, Will. And he wanted to introduce me to this community that he and his deceased wife loved. And I can understand that. And then Chris is here because Chris is, he's a wealth of knowledge and he's a sweetheart. And I am able to come to you guys through Chris because he has the powerful internet and he was such a sweetheart to let me come and use it.
And we know the difference now.
Yes. And I thought it would be a great idea for people to know about this little area, why Will chose this area, why Chris chose this area, and a little bit about their backgrounds so that you'll know that there's an eclectic variation of people here. Not everybody's retired that comes here.
Wow.
Not everybody is here as a resident. Some are temporary residents, so they go back and forth. And I thought that was really interesting. And we're all gringos in here, expats here, correct?
Oh, that's what they are.
Almost.
I didn't know what a gringo was.
Yeah. Yes. So
Thank you
who
for
would like to
educating
go?
me there.
So who would like to go first? Chris?
I'll start out.
Okay.
Okay, this place, the value of it is it's very inexpensive. You can buy a lot and then you can build whatever you want. You buy the lot for $100. You pay rent of
What, 100?
35.
Did you hold it?
Oh,
$100?
way too fast. Yes.
So so how much land do you get for $100?
Oh my.
Up to a half acre.
Yeah, pretty good chunk.
Wow. And then do you have to have drilling to get the plumbing and sewer and all that?
The what?
No.
You have to
What?
how do you
No
get
sewer, there is no
utilities?
water, and there is no electricity.
Okay, so you don't have any of those things.
Well, actually, I mean, every lot comes with a septic tank. Every
Okay.
lot comes with a water tank. We are off the grid, so everybody's on solar. Um, and I like that. I like that. There isn't power close enough now that we could have it brought in, but it'd be so expensive. And everybody's already set themselves up on their solar that
Yeah.
we just prefer the way we have it.
I love that.
So,
I love that. I love the septic and the solar. I had a vision of a community like similar to that years ago. Continue. Don't let me. I'm sorry. But I was
Yeah.
just like $100 for a half acre. Oh, wow, that's
I think he exaggerated a little about a half acre,
up to.
but
Up to.
up to.
Up
Okay,
to.
okay.
Up to.
okay. So it starts
Yes,
that,
yes.
and
And
then
then
you maybe
with the water, there's a truck that comes once a week and fills everybody's water up, and it's relatively inexpensive. The One of the nice things about it here, there are people that live on that have Social Security of $1,000 a month, and they live here just fine.
Mhm.
And they would probably be almost homeless back home.
would you
Mhm.
say that is the best kept secret in Cielito?
Until
Yeah.
now.
We're about to release it. You're gonna have
Yeah.
a avalanche of people coming to try to get in there. So, you can't just go and live there. You have to get a visa, right? Or something. You don't? Wow.
No.
Okay.
When you cross the
Wow.
border, you can get a paper at the border that allows you to be down here for 6 months. And after 6 months, you have to cross back over, and immediately you can come back and get another 6 months. And you can do that pretty much indefinitely. Or you can come down without the piece of paper, and you're okay to stay here for 2 weeks. And a lot of is or Chris is giving me
That
a
right?
weird
Yeah.
look. What
Yeah.
happens
Exactly.
if you
That's why
just
your
cross the
2 weeks is
border and
up,
you
huh,
don't get an
Debbie?
FMN? What happens?
Well, you're technically here illegally. You're
Okay.
an illegal immigrant, technically,
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
They fine you
yeah.
$95.
or whatever. It's nothing. But it's very rare that they even enforce that. It's very rare that they even stop you for it. But I mean, you might as well just stop and get
Get the paper.
get the
How
Yeah.
paper.
much is
Eh,
that? How much is the paper?
I think that right now it went up to $42 for the six
Wow.
months.
Yeah,
Dollars?
why not? I mean,
It went up
makes sense.
from
Okay.
$33 to 42 a month ago.
We
Got your
didn't
paper?
we don't have papers. We're illegal residents. It's angry. Oh, no.
We won't tell anybody. By the time they hear of this, you'll have had your paper or you'll be back here.
We will have our papers. Yeah, when we
Okay.
come back.
What do you think?
Yeah. What did you do before you decided to move down here?
Me?
Yes.
Building contractor, did a little subdivision. I did a lot of sailing. S- One trip
What
was a
about
year on the
subdivision?
water.
What did you do about subdivision?
Um, I fell into an opportunity to help somebody that was doing a subdivision, and I would build spec homes and sell them, and then that would help us finish the project. And it took a few years, but we did quite well. Got very fortunate on it. The biggest thing I did
Awesome.
is answered the phone and said, "Okay."
But didn't you get some experience or insights for something, say, for example, if you wanted to develop a community where you are?
N no, Mexico is totally different.
Different?
I mean,
Okay.
this piece of land that we're on could easily have, what, 100 houses if it was
100%.
all fully developed.
Yeah.
At one time, it had a runway, and then
Wow.
sometime runways dirt runways were looked down on because of drug smuggling and stuff.
Well, they started charging. The government came in and said it would be, I think it was something like crazy, like $10,000 a year for the permit to have that runway, and so it
Oh,
became
because it's like a plane,
economically.
an
Well,
airplane runway?
Yes, airplane
Oh, to have
runway.
like a
They
landing
would bring
pad to have
people
a
in. Famous people used to come in here.
Yeah,
I'm told
yeah.
that famous people would fly because when they wanted to be incognito and, wanted to get away,
yeah.
this was a
Yeah.
place where they would come.
John Wayne
Yeah.
was supposedly came here frequently.
I
Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah.
That's why they wanted to charge the 10,000 a year because they wanted a piece of that action.
Right.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They had their mean down.
Yeah. So, how did you find this place?
Uh, I was just touring the west coast of Baja because I was in Arizona and it was too hot, and so it's very, very comfortable year round down there. And I tried to get a hotel and I couldn't find a hotel, and the only place that I could find one was here. And uh, and like it didn't sound like the best in the world. It's okay. But we stayed here and we started meeting the other residents, and within I don't know a couple of weeks we were looking at houses, and yeah, so we I don't even know how long I've been here. Maybe 5 years.
I don't know.
Mhm.
You've been here 20?
Mm, well, I first came here back in 1997 was when I
That's
first discovered this
almost
place.
30. That's
Yeah,
29
Yeah.
years.
yeah, and it was 12 years ago that I got a trailer, and then 10 years ago I got my house. And so, but I've been coming here. I sadly lost my wife a year ago to cancer, uh, um, but she was Mexican American, and so it was very easy for us and her family. We would all come down here as a family to vacation, and we just fell in love with this area. We for 1 year we had a business in Ensenada, and we just decided to go exploring, and
Mhm.
we just drove down here and found this place.
Wow.
Well, we just fell in love with it, and that was in 97, and we
Serendipity.
kept yeah,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
just came on back, kept coming back, kept coming back, and so, the 12 years ago, 11 or 12 years ago, when I, got the trailer, I had just driving through here, and at that time, it was the end of the housing market. Well, the housing market was still very depressed here in Mexico. The housing market in Mexico crashed both here and in the United States at the same time, and that was a double whammy because, they also started requiring you to have a US passport, which they didn't have before, so a lot less Americans were coming down here. So these places all of a sudden became really cheap, and so cheap that, I asked them, "So show me a place I can have." They said, "Well, here's a nice fifth wheel on this nice property with a big palapa and all the water and all
So
the things."
but tell 'em what a palapa is, because I
So
didn't know what a palapa was.
wish we could turn
Yeah,
that
I
around
don't
so
I
you
know.
could see
know.
mine. A palapa is just that's a big palm tree. Uh, what do you call it? Palm tree.
It's like a giant umbrella with palm fronds on it.
Yeah,
You see them on all the beaches in the South Pacific.
Yeah, palm
exactly.
tree. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to finish up, I said, "How much?" And they said, "Well, you can have the trailer for $500 and it's $100 lot fee."
Just for $100, that's it? No $100 a month?
Well, no, then there was on top of that, at that time, it was $65 a month. Yeah, it's now gone up to $85 a
A
month.
month.
And then 2 years later, I was visiting my lot, and my wife and my daughter, we were at our lot here on the trailer, and the lady who was back then was in charge of the real estate came up and said, "Well, would you like to look at a house that you can buy?" And sure, let's look at a house. So they brought me to this house that we're in right now, and it needed a lot of work. It really it wasn't finished yet, and it was already slightly run down, so forth and so forth. And I said, "So, how much?" And she said, "Well, how about $1,500?" And I said, "Will you take two $750 payments?" And she said, "Yes." And I said,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is like, wow.
So
Wow.
go back a little bit, Chris, and tell us about what you did, where you're from, and is this going to be your forever home now, or you know?
"Okay." So, well, way back in the day, um, I was in the IT world. Um, it would it I could bore you for an hour or more just telling you all the different kinds of projects I had.
I don't think that would
MP3.com.
be boring.
Yeah,
Not for me anyway.
because what do we know? We know nothing. We know how to turn it on.
And to turn it off when it doesn't
And
work.
yes, right, right, right.
Shut
Well,
it
and I'm
down.
I'm kind of the go-to guy around here for anybody who has computer problems, and I've got the Starlink, and I got, all that kind of
Right.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But so and I was an entrepreneur. I had several different businesses and went up and down. And then, I fell into, scuba diving and scuba world, and I really was quite late into that world. I was, 46 when I fell into that world, and I'm 65
I
now.
know someone, yeah, 60. Okay, we're there. I know someone 680 in their 80s doing, just started scuba diving.
Yeah.
I've
I think he was
I'm
in
a
his
scuba
80s, 70
instructor.
something. Oh,
Mm.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm a scuba instructor, and I run trips down here. But but, oh, and the oldest person I've certified was 82 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Um,
yeah.
so, and I also love to fishing, so fishing and scuba diving, and both I have here. So I got my boat here now. In addition to this, and as far as though this is my, I'm always, this is, I think for the rest of my life will be my primary home, my primary
Yeah.
home.
Why would
But
you go anywhere else? You've got everything, right?
well, because there's a place that has even better scuba diving and even better, and it's 4 hours south of
Okay.
here. So you know
Okay.
that fifth
You
wheel
said four
trailer,
miles or 4 hours
4 hours south of here,
south. Okay.
4 hours south, and it's on the Sea of Cortez. We're on the Pacific side, so the water is nice, it's beautiful, very clear and clean, but it's colder.
It's cold.
Mm,
I'm cold. I'm always
okay.
cold. So yeah, it's cold for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So make the long story short, I that fifth wheel trailer that I was talking about, I now found a lot down there that I've leased for the year, and I've put it on there.
Oh.
And
Oh.
so it's too hot for me to live there all the time.
Okay.
And there's certain times of the year when the diving is spectacular, and so I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between the two
That's the
worlds.
best of both worlds. I don't blame you. Nobody's mad at you. Yeah, that's the way to
Yeah,
do it. You're giving others permission to do that. That's beautiful. I
yeah.
love it. Thank you for
Mhm.
sharing your story. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else you want people to know?
I think that pretty
Well,
much covers it.
I love it.
Unless you can think of
You
any other questions,
you,
but
you just made a whole bunch of people, I don't know about envious, but they want to do what you did because that's
what
smart.
we can do now, how do people get in touch with you if they wanna go fishing or if they wanna go scuba diving? I mean, is it
Or
just
learn to scuba dive.
or learn to scuba dive? Is it just for this area, or can people from Mesa or people from Pittsburgh, where I'm originally from,
Do you
how
have a
would they get
website?
in? Yeah.
I don't. I I mean, I can certainly give you my email address, which is very easy, and then anybody could contact me that way. And by the way, I guess I will add one little thing. I still am teaching in the United States, only for snorkeling for a camp at University of California, Riverside for 6 weeks.
Okay, okay. Well, that's good to know too, because you said you taught, and I was just wondering how do you get your students? Because
But
you don't have a
I
website.
still teach. I have a large presence on Facebook.
Okay.
And it's just my personal Facebook page, but,
Mhm.
I'm always posting my trips and my adventures, and if you send me an email, I send out a quarterly newsletter on upcoming trips.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
That'd be awesome.
for all who are interested, would it be okay to share your
Yes.
Facebook? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
my
is it?
Facebook or
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 email.
my email, both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Email.
I can share
Okay.
both.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
We'll make
Oh,
sure we
this
put
is
it in the
great news.
description
Okay, there you go.
so that they'll have it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah. Cool.
Will. Yes.
Anything,
Thank you.
Well,
Chris.
what would you like
Chris
to
is
add, sir?
well,
exciting. I'm excited now.
personally, I have a brand new fiance. We are in the process of creating a life for ourselves. And we're looking at a lot of things. We're down here looking at my properties here. I have another property in Northern California that we'll go to later. And then this summer, we'll go to Pittsburgh a couple of times. And we're committed to each other, but we don't know what it's actually going to look like yet. We're going to co-create
Ah,
a future.
absolutely. You will co-create a beautiful future. And you can be snowbirds, like, right? You can
We
just
can.
go to wherever.
It's the other way around here. It's nice and cool here in the summertime. If it gets up to 85, it's a heat wave. And so our main house is in Mesa, but it gets 115.
Yeah, you go there in
Yes.
the, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
So
be the
wherever you,
opposite.
yeah, yeah.
We
wherever
will
you
be
So
the
feel
we're
like.
opposite.
the
Yeah.
opposite of a snowbird, which I don't know what that is.
A sunbird.
You'll
Well,
figure it out.
sunburn.
Yeah, sunbird. There you go.
Uh, yeah.
Flying south for the summer.
Yeah.
You do get a whole group of people that from Oregon, they come down here in the winter, and,
Hmm.
from Arizona, they come down in the summer.
Summer.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
And what
Yeah.
about from Canada? Do you get those from the Canadians
I
come there
don't
too?
think we've had in the past a couple Canadians. I don't know of anybody who's actually here from Canada now.
No, I don't
Hmm.
think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a 5-hour drive to the States from here.
Okay.
And but it's about a 4-hour drive to the closest airport. So it's a little
4 hours to the closest airport. Okay, so
Well,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
much easier to
5 hours.
drive there than it is to
5 hours.
Five,
Chris says
is
about
better
five.
for
it's
to
just not
drive. At least you have transportation once you get there,
off
right?
an hour.
If
It's
you
what?
drive your
It's 10
car.
hours. It's 10 hours from Mesa, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
If you don't count stop.
If you don't, okay, so it could literally take you 12 hours or more.
It's tucked away in a nice little area, and that's what I had said. I said, "Oh, it made me think of the Wizard of Oz because it's like they came and just dropped the house in the middle of nowhere." When I
Nowhere.
first
I
got
love
here,
it.
I was like, "Oh my
The
gosh."
whirlwind.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh." You know,
So I have a question. Have you ever heard of Playa del Carmen?
Yeah. Way far away.
Yeah, not
Far
even
away,
yeah,
way
they
far away.
speak the same language.
And there's great scuba diving there, and
yeah.
I've scuba
All
dived
I
there.
know is my mom moved there. She was, like I guess trying to be an expat, and she was there for I think 5 years, and but she moved back. Uh, anyway, I went there to help her to move back. That was my first time going there, and I was like, "Yeah, it's beautiful, but I wouldn't want to live here because I couldn't drive there. The traffic was
Oh Lord, let's not talk
there was
about
no
that.
rules. There was no rules. I can't drive where there's no rules.
I don't know what she's do you?
The driving is like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on for your life, huh? Okay.
yes,
I'll tell a
So it's
story
the
on our way
same, huh?
down. On our way
Okay,
down here, I
well,
was driving and
gotta
I seen
temper
out
it. Gotta temper that the
I'm talking too fast.
possibility.
Okay. As we're driving down here, I go to pass several cars and it got a little dicey and I got back in, everything was fine. And I looked over at Debbie and I was so happy because she didn't scream and I congratulated her and she said, "Well, I can't breathe."
It absolutely took my breath away. Way that
Hyperventilated.
the way that they drive and pass each other on the road, it was like, maybe I should just close my eyes and not open them until we get to our destination.
I'm with you there. I think
Yes, that's
that's
why I
the way
bought
it
that
is probably in
blindfold.
most third world countries or yeah.
Yeah, but what are the
Is that
handcuffs
right?
for?
Oh, well, so you
Uh,
see, you just dampened my excitement because I was
yeah.
like, "Ooh,"
You know,
but you
But
know what?
yeah,
But you
what
don't
about
really have to.
alternative?
I mean, you go into the city maybe how often?
well, I was in the city earlier today, or the little city that's, so what's the little town that's
Cardenas.
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 I was in Cardenas earlier today, and one of the other young ladies that live here, we spent the day out, and she was just showing me different shops and where I'd like to go, where I should go grocery shopping, and who would
Mhm.
have what items that I might be looking for. So it's not like the the towns aren't that far apart from each other. I mean, it's
Mhm.
almost like when you're going from, Mesa to Chandler, and it might be a little closer or to Tempe or whatever, so it's
Mhm.
really not that far of a stretch,
But there's
unless you're gonna
little
go in.
towns, and that
Right,
and do
unless you're
those
gonna.
little towns like specialize in whatever? Like some
It's
No,
a
specialize
th
in where you wanna go get your fruit or where you wanna go
Oh.
get your meat or where you wanna go be pampered.
we all have different opinions where we get our fruit.
Okay,
Some people on
okay.
Saturdays, there's a farmer's market about 5-minute drive from here, and they have fresh produce. That's really nice. Um, the living down here is very inexpensive, and we are about 200 yards to the beach.
Mhm.
And the
Yep.
first part is kind of flat, and the second part is sand dunes. And right
One
now, the
across.
sand dunes are small.
Mm,
Yeah.
When I first came down here 5 years ago, they were probably
yeah.
10,
Mm.
12 feet.
Yeah.
Now they're probably only about 6. Yeah,
Mm,
I guess they go in cycles.
mhm.
So to get to the beach, work your leg muscles really good, walking over the sand dunes to get to the beach. I have quad and 2 quads and a four-wheel drive truck that I can drive. You just bought a Suzuki Mule.
Yeah.
And yeah,
What's a Suzuki
it
Mule?
Also, a Suzuki Mule is it's basically like a motorcycle that they turned into a small truck. Is
Okay.
So is it so
fairly accurate?
Right,
Yeah.
a
yeah,
small
that's
Right, and
truck?
it's
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
it's and it's four-wheel drive. It's four-wheel drive, and the bed on it actually lifts up and, you could a dump truck. And,
uh-huh.
it's kinda cute. But it'll go anywhere in the sand dunes, which it makes it really fun. So,
Okay there?
need some
Yeah,
water.
grab some water.
Yeah, there's kite surfing, there's winging, there's not a lot of windsurfers, there were at one time.
Yeah.
It's pretty windy here, so it's good for wind sports, but the surf isn't really big enough for surfing. If you go, what, 20 miles south, you can get pretty good surfing.
Well, as the crow flies, it's only 10, but it's on the other side of the bay, on the past the bay,
Right.
up on the shore up there, and it's actually like one of the best one of the best surf breaks in all of Mexico.
What is that
Uh,
called? Do you know the name of that area?
Chorrera, La
Sure.
Chorrera is the area name.
So if I wanted to bring my family down for a vacation, what would you recommend?
Ask us, could we have a guest house we'll put you up in?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we do. We
Wow.
do have a guest
There
house.
there is a resort just a mile away from us,
Mm,
that's a really nice resort. It's two-star, real a true two-star resort with, room service and, balconies that are over the beach, and
yeah.
you can see and
Why
then
does it have 2 stars?
well, I'm not talking about Booking.com's 2 stars. I'm talking about a real 2-star, a very good resort. A really good
Okay.
resort is 2 to 3 stars. I mean, if you're talking
Okay.
about a true resort,
Okay.
but
Got it.
What do
Okay.
you have to do to be 5-star?
A lot more than 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
what
I
I
mean,
guess
for
I'm trying to
example,
understand.
they
Okay.
don't have a swimming pool. They do have a tennis court.
Okay.
They don't
Um,
have well, they don't need
they
a swimming pool because 'cause they're
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
beach, right?
yeah, we have a half a star hotel, restaurant, and bar on this piece of property,
yeah, yeah.
and
That's about
now
right.
I should take that the restaurant is really good
Yeah.
food,
The
and
food,
the
yeah.
bar is really nice,
The
and
food
the
is
I'll
really
take it.
good, and yeah,
Sold.
but the hotel part,
Just go to the resort. It's like $75 a night for a place that the food is very good, and I mean, room service and, that you walk out on the balcony, overlooking the ocean. It's a
beautiful.
Mm,
pretty nice with a beautiful there's a 13-mile white sandy beach here.
wow.
That's pretty
yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
Wow.
And
You got
and
me
and when you
speechless.
when you see the water as it comes up on the beach, there's all this gold sparkling. I was like, "Oh, is that real gold that's coming up in out of the water, or is that fool's gold?"
Yeah.
But it has such a pretty layer of a shimmer on the beach. It
Mm.
is beautiful. It is
I
so
can't wait.
beautiful.
I'm planning. I will have I'm planning right now. I'm gonna see when we can come there. So is the summer the best time to come, like, say, June or July?
It
July?
depends on where you live. If you live in Statesville,
I live in
in
Chandler,
North
Arizona,
Dakota,
so
winter is the best. The winters
winter?
here are about the same as Mesa
Mhm.
with a little more wind, and the summers here are more like San Diego.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's what I
anything,
wanna go,
this is
Well,
like San
yeah,
Diego.
'cause wait,
It
so
sounds like San Diego, but a lot less expensive.
it's actually very similar to San Diego, maybe 3 or 4 degrees average warmer, a little bit warmer, and a little less fog.
Sounds good to
But
me.
we both have morning fog, San Diego and here, which usually burns off here like 9 or 10 o'clock usually.
Mhm.
But the 2 months that actually are maybe not the best, is, May gray and June gloom, which also is a San Diego phenomenon. So after that, July, August, September, all the way to November, we can have some pretty spectacular weather here.
So
Alright. So
question,
you'll see me in July.
okay, question about rain and storms and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't ask that question, but does it rain here?
Oh, big time. It,
Does it?
it we get sometimes we get cloudbursts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the town floods, road getting out of here floods. You cannot
Long as I could
unless
go
you
to the
have
beach, I don't
The
care.
look,
yeah, yeah.
the town's flood with 1 inch of water here. There is no drainage.
Wow.
No, yeah. Oh, no.
It
But
just
you're
sounds
right,
like a
we're
paradise. Sounds
well,
is that
you
what
get
is
it,
that
yeah.
how you
It
would
is.
describe it?
It's very wonderful.
It's
It
beautiful.
really is because I get up in the morning and I sit outside and I have a cup of coffee and just look at the beauty of the area,
It
hear the birds and the crickets and,
Get back with
and I
nature.
yes, 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 this is
this
a great way.
this is a bird sanctuary, an official Mexican bird sanctuary that we live in. And,
Wow.
the fall in particular, and in the spring to a certain extent, it's unbelievable the migratory patterns of the birds that come through here. It's
Mm.
pretty intense, pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, because other than in what, the
Do you
zoo
get a
or
lot of bird watchers that come there? You know, people who that's what they do bird watching. Do a lot of them come
There's,
there?
it's one of the things that I don't understand about our local restaurant and hotel here. That's something that they should build on and promote. I mean, because the birds are here,
Mm,
and I mean, they could turn this into a real eco resort if they wanted to.
mhm.
But
They
There's
probably want to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Only
Sometimes.
reason that's why they just have keep the 2 stars. They're not interested in getting 3, 4, 5.
but
Well,
the
Everybody
area
be
that we're
comfortable.
the area that we're in, the Mexicans are doing extremely well.
mm,
The
mhm,
economy is booming. They're building houses all over the place. There's been new giant grocery stores coming in, a giant
Wow.
just it's developing and the people are amazingly happy. When it was a real poor area, we did have a little bit of trouble in the area with Mexicans coming in and stealing stuff. But
Mm.
now that the economy is doing so well, we don't have any issues at all. And
Mm.
maybe I should, but I don't lock my doors.
No, he doesn't lock his door here.
yeah,
You
I
didn't
walk
hear
around
that.
and I lock the door. I lock he left the
I feel very safe here.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
That's
no
good.
cartel activity in this
That's
area. Yeah,
that is
nothing like that.
a wonderful thing to be able to feel that safe
Yes.
in your home
Yes.
and in the world.
Yeah.
So that's a wonderful, and I'm so glad that there is a place that you can feel that way. And
And
I'm gonna
and
come visit.
the other thing that I wanted to say too is if there is interest, we can also put in a description who they would
So,
need to contact to, take a look.
yeah.
Come down,
Mhm.
see if they see the same thing that we see in this area. Again, if you want to get away from the hustle and the bustle and you just want a nice calm, relax. I haven't turned the television on or watched. No, I take that back. I did watch a movie on my laptop, but I haven't had the television on or anything like that. I've just been enjoying
Mhm.
the peace and tranquility here. So nice. It is
Sounds
so nice.
wonderful. Sounds
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, if you stay there, you just might get some guests, that you just turn it into a Airbnb
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
people getaway for people. One of the things that probably will really cause it to explode, or at least more people would be interested, is to see some pictures of the beach, of
Yes.
the dunes and the areas where one would sit and take in
Huh,
siesta.
so we'll give you a couple of links to a Facebook page
yeah.
and there's different things here that have good videos.
And
And we'll give you a
Okay.
link and you can add it when you publish.
my own Facebook page, I have at least every other day. I
Mhm.
post videos and pictures of the beach, and the local area, and all parts of Mexico that I visit.
And
Do
we
you
have a
get
really great picture of the sunset. We had gone out to the
Uh,
beach to see the sunset. It was so beautiful the way you see the sun and then you see it on in the ocean.
the reflection? Oh,
Yes,
beautiful.
it
That
was
is.
so nice. It was. It really was.
And in California, you get it in the afternoon. You don't have to get up early on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm just happy to hear what you've shared. I mean, I'm excited. Like, I won't plan on doing any driving. I don't, however I get to where I'm going, I'm like this,
Well, just
as
just
Debbie said.
one quick little thing about that. I have really found that the bus system in Mexico is excellent, and I take it back to the border on a semi-regular basis. In fact, I'm gonna be
Okay.
taking it next week.
Oh, yeah?
So you
And,
just take it to the border, and then from the border, how do you get to
walk
where you need to
across.
go?
So you walk across the border in San Diego, and then you got the San Diego Metro the trolley system right there. And
Oh,
so
okay.
there's a lady that I've been, seeing a little bit, and, she's right off in Little Italy, right off the metro. So I find that not only is it like one-third of the price of the cost of the gasoline, it's relaxing. You see all of this beautiful, beautiful, scenery, um, and, uh, and it's easy. I don't instead of having to drive through Mexico, it's
What a
really
nice
it's
caveat.
yeah,
Mm,
I love it.
mm.
yeah.
We'll
And
have to
Thank you for
with
sharing that. Yeah,
we'll
that's
have
a
to
big
try it
deal.
one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you don't really
Well,
need to have Spanish anymore because if you have Google Translate,
The
you can navigate really well. And the Mexican people are so amazingly friendly. They're very helpful. And Google Translate
awesome.
is wonderful.
But we encourage you to learn the language because
yeah.
they get very appreciative when you stumble. Stumble,
Through it.
they smile at
Yeah.
you like, "Oh, yeah, we know."
Yeah. Well, my mom was living there. She learned a lot of Spanish. She would talk to
Mhm.
people in Spanish, and
Yeah, I
I
love it.
I imagine it's not. I remember taking it in school, and
Yeah,
if
that's
it
not
is, but
Spanish.
I think when you're
Right?
in and around the people, it's easier to pick up, and because you're
Mm,
using it. It's just like with
right.
anything. It's like a muscle. You're exercising it. It's gonna get
Mhm.
stronger.
Yep.
Better.
Yes, yes.
Well, this has
Well,
been a treat. It's been a treat to have to be introduced to this lifestyle. I love it. This is
it's
lifestyle, and I
mm,
think that a lot of people, well, we don't want the word to get out too much, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's the yes, yes.
Well, there
But
is room here.
There's room here.
we're gonna protect the energy that only people with good energy are coming out there.
That's
There
it.
you go.
That's it. That is definitely it. That is definitely it.
And
So,
yeah, we'll look forward to meeting you, Chris. And we'll see you, Debbie and Will. And
That'd be
yeah,
great.
this has been great. We'll put your information in the description, so you're gonna probably get some more followers on
followers,
Have fun.
your Facebook
yes.
page. And
Yeah.
yeah, exciting. Thank you, thank you for
We
joining us.
appreciate you both. Thank you so much.
Yes,
You're very
Chris,
welcome.
Yes,
Will.
yes. I'm so happy. And there were some other interesting people here as well. So I'm learning about the individuals and I'd like to share some of their stories with our podcast listeners.
Is Kathleen one of them? Kathleen
Yes,
Sweeney?
yes.
Okay.
Kathleen
Okay.
Sweeney. Yes.
Yes.
And she'll be
We'll
on
look forward to her.
next Tuesday with a book she wrote, The Tribe of Women. The tribe,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
yes,
That's
the
great.
tribes of women, yes.
It's an
Yeah.
amazing story.
It's a very amazing
Yeah.
story.
Well, I'll
I'd
look
like to
forward
share that.
to
Yeah.
digging into it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
been a pleasure.
So,
It has been a pleasure.
we can talk forever, forever and ever, but I
And I can
just would
listen
like to s
forever and ever.
yeah.
Actually, I take that back. And at some point, I'm going to be hopping over there.
You'll be down here, yeah.
Yeah.
But just like to say thank you so much for tuning in to the Debbie and Kim show.
And remember, you are perfect for your purpose for being here now. And don't
And don't
forget
forget to
to like,
subscribe. Okay. To
subscribe,
like, subscribe,
subscribe, and
and
comment.
comment.
We love hearing from you.
Have a good one. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See you, Kim.
Bye-bye.